Money FM 89.3, the best of Saturday mornings. Wide World on Money FM 89.3.
The Nyokalelims, that's us. Welcome to the Nyokalelims Social Club on Money FM. Oh, the Nyokalelims. I'm Nyo. I'm Lim. And with our ukuleles, we're the Nyokalelims. Welcome to Money FM, where we are the Nyokalelims, going to be talking about A Doll's House Part 2. Oh, yeah.
Wow, wonderful lead into the segment. We are
Improv.
We are so happy to have Nyo Sui Lin and Lim K. Siu, the wonderful Singapore actors, award-winning, globally known. Thank you so much. That was great. How did you come up with it? Did you just improvise that now?
We play that on our stream, but she just made up this abridged version right now. That's a song that he wrote a long time ago. And a lot of his songs were written like way in the past, and now we've just repurposed them and, revitalized them on our live streams on Twitch as well.
You're recycling, right? Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's a good thing. Great stuff. So happy to have you with us today.
Let's formally introduce you. Yes, you are here to talk about Pandemonium's fabulous new production, a Tony Award nominated play, A Doll's House Part 2. Tell us what it's about. Who wants to go first?
You do. It's a play by Lucas Nath, who's a New York writer, and it imagines after A Doll's House by Ibsen, after everybody, people who've read it know that Nora leaves her husband. She feels she's been in a doll's house, even though he is apparently kind to her. He's very rich. He spends money on her. But she leaves the household with 3 children. Mm-hmm. And this new play imagines a situation 15 years down the road when Nora returns. And it's fascinating because A Doll's House is about how a marriage breaks down and how a woman feels trapped in all the trappings of apparently a happy marriage, but it's oppressive. And she has some feminist leanings, and she comes back. And what happens is a surprise, so we can't give too much away, except that I think there's a lot of love and accusations, and it really questions the institution of marriage.
Yeah, so it's a comedy.
Feminism.
It's a comedy.
It's very serious in its theme, but it's very funny.
Okay.
The way couples go at each other and sort of love each other and then hate each other is very funny, actually.
It is really funny. Yeah. I mean, but you know what it's like. You always kind of go like, I wouldn't call it a comedy, right? Because then you come to the theater expecting to go.
Yeah, it's ironic. It's very ironic.
Yeah, but if you know somebody that's been in a marriage, or if you've been in a marriage yourself, if you've seen
for a few years,
people are apparently happy, but there's a contract that people are trying to keep to and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's very funny from that point of view.
Well, put it this way: if my wife had killed me, she'd be out of prison by now. That's how long we've been together.
That's so funny because that's we say that on our streams all the time. I say, being married for 33 years this year in August it will be, right? Yeah. Or 33. When you reach past 30, who's counting, right? I mean, although saying that, we recently, have bumped into couples in our travels in the States, but as well as recently just in Laguna Park, we met a lovely couple that said they've been married for 55 years.
I know.
And, then we go like, 33 years is nothing. Everything is relative,
You're looking at each other going, 20 more years? What?
I know. So on the stream, I've been saying that, our being married for this long is like a prison sentence. Yeah. But it's a prison of our own making, isn't it? We hold the lock and the key philosophically. It's exciting.
I might as well ask, did you two meet on set? Did you meet
Absolutely. We met
what
on
is that
stage.
story?
They were doing a play for the Singapore Arts Festival. I was a theatre works actor. I was still a very new actor. And Xiao Chong, the artistic director, said, I've got to direct this thing for the Arts Festival. It's a lousy play. Don't do it. So he said, don't come. I'm holding auditions, but don't come. So we didn't. A lot of the theatre works actors didn't. And then like a few weeks down the road, he said, dear, the actor I've chosen is quit. So can you come along and do it? I said, but he said, no, I need you. So I went along, and I didn't have to audition. And first day of rehearsal, Sui Lin is not there. But there's another actress called Elaine who is just talking her up. She goes, oh, Swilly's not here. She's an incredible girl. This girl, she comes in one day, she comes in with really long hair down to her ass, and she's got this full makeup on, and she's so
topped
beautiful.
Me up. Thank you, Elaine.
But some day she comes in and her hair's all tied up, and she's got these really thick glasses, and she looks like this amazing nerd. So I was really, really fascinated. First day she wasn't there. Next day she came in, and she came in with the full specs and everything, not with the glam. But the way she read, she was playing my mother, she was like 22 years old. I was almost 30, and she was playing my mother.
Wow.
And she did it with such ease. She wasn't putting on old woman. She was just playing the relationship. And she was really young, And I just thought, God, I fell in love with the acting.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. And I'm not her type, so I've had to chase her for 7 years.
Stop saying that. You're my type.
Told me I'm not her type.
That was 30 years ago.
Well, we'll try and get back to the play.
Yes.
No, but it links back to the play.
I know it does.
Yeah?
It's about relationships.
Yeah.
So, Swilly, tell us about the parts you play.
So now, Neil, I'm back here again, playing 20 years older than him. I mean, will I ever... Glenn, when will I get cast as the young ingenue? When?
I think there's a part out there waiting for you as a 22-year-old. I'm sure it's there. It's just a matter of time. It takes the right director to really see the vision of casting you as a 22-year-old.
I'm looking at Neil. You see me looking at Neil.
I'm not directing you. I couldn't possibly direct you. Right. You still haven't answered. What roles do you actually play in this play?
So I play. So Nora's left, right, in the story. The part one. Actually, that's all you really need to know. But if you do, once you watch this play, I tell you, you'll go back and read A Doll's House part one, because it's just so intriguing, and you want to know why Nora came back. You want to know what actually happened in the past between them as a couple. And I play the nanny who's, basically I play the servant.
Anne-Marie.
Yeah, the servant. The old servant that's been with them for a long time, that's got, lots of ailments, but she complains so much about herself. Of course, she gets a chance to complain because Nora comes back. She gets to air out a lot of things, but she is the faithful old nanny and servant of the house that takes care of everyone.
The ama, if you will.
It's a great part. I mean, if I would actually prefer to be.
What's your part?
I'm the guy who was left, the husband who, the banker who...
One that was abandoned.
Yeah, who was abandoned, who... I mean, this play is also about male chauvinism. And I think, she left him because he was a chauvinist. But I don't think he knew he was a chauvinist. And by the time she comes back, I don't think he still doesn't quite know that he is a chauvinist.
Yeah.
And I think that's very true of most straight men. That we don't know. I mean, it's like, oh my God, I hope I'm not one. I think this play is very good for that. It doesn't necessarily make the chauvinists recognize themselves, but it makes a lot of straight men ask, oh my God, am I a chauvinist? And not know it. So that's why I love this play, because it's so subtle, very obvious in some ways, but it does make men question, I didn't think I was, but am I?
Should we just assume the answer is yes?
That's a very good question. I love that question.
Actually, I think what's good about this...
At some level.
What's good about this play is that it's so modern, right? So it's still set in 1897 or 18, to us is like 1869 or 1859 or 97. It's the same thing, right? It's Victorian. But I mean...
Are you going to tell us what it was like back then too as well, or
well, no? I mean, what I mean is Ibsen did write it in the future. He set it in the future.
Yeah.
So for us, it's like 1850 something or 1890 something is the same thing. But actually, he set it 40 years in the future, thinking that there will be change. That this whole kind of one man, one woman thing is going to be a different thing of the past, right?
Yeah, and society wouldn't be necessarily so patriarchal. So Ibsen was trying to question whether this change can happen.
Sorry, I went a little bit too far. I mean, what I meant is that the Lucas Nath has done that now with this modern version. He talks about some modern questions, but it's still set in the 1800s because, today it's less taboo for a woman to leave the husband. And legally, it was difficult in those days. Just legally, a woman just didn't have the same rights that men did. Yeah. But this play allows us to talk about those things, which nowadays, people get shut down just because, that's too woke. Or,
And it's interesting because it's a modern writer, Lucas Nath, the language is modern, even though the situation may be we're wearing some period costume with some modern touches in it, but the language is totally modern.
Brilliant. If you're just joining us, you're listening to the new Shui Lin Lim Kay Siu show.
Glenn and Neil happen to be sitting in today.
On Money FM 89.3.
Oh, I see.
I'm loving every second of it. Now, Shui Lin, I remember seeing you vividly, memorably in Falling. You was in Falling, Pandemonium, right?
Yeah.
You played the grandmother, didn't you?
That's right.
And I've seen you many times, but that one particularly stands out. Okay. What is it for both of you, but start with Shui Lin, about Pandemonium Productions that you seem to like and gravitate towards so much?
Thank you for that question, Neil, because, we want to come back to Pandemonium and the wonderful work that they do. I love working with them a lot. We have a real shortcut when it comes to working with Tracy and Adrian because we've been so close for so many years, working with them separately before they were married, Tracy as a stage manager, and then over the years, just as such a good friend. We have, she's English. I don't know if you noticed.
I do know that, yes. Yes.
But, she has the same kind of feeling as like when we talk to you. You've been here for so long. And her family were here as well, right? Her parents were here. Yeah, her father were here. And so like, you're one of us. But not just that. We have this shortcut when it comes to the theatre because we grew up in the theatre together.
Yeah.
What about you, Kay Siu?
Yeah, it's wonderful. I think I met Tracy when she was 19 and Adrian later on because we only met Adrian when we got to London. So but the journey with Tracy was that we met her in Singapore and she was adapting to the Singapore situation, having had her training in stage management in England. And then it was wonderful to see her adapt so quickly and learn so fast and love the Singapore scene. And then we also went to London because William went to Glasgow to train. And so we ended up in London after her Glasgow training. And there was Tracy in London from Singapore. And we met Adrian there because we did a show with Glenn Gui and Adrian came to watch it. And we were all sort of talking like this, with very English accents to each other in London, us Singaporeans. And suddenly Shui Lin said, hey, why are we all talking like this? Why are we talking like Singaporeans? So we all had a very good laugh and we became very close. A bunch of Singaporeans, Ivan, Glenn, Adrian and us all in London at the same time.
Wow. Can you do a posh British accent for us?
So that's how I always tell the story. So we were talking with Adrian, like we were all talking like that.
I went to boarding school in England, so
I didn't know where Adrian was from. So that's how we were just talking like this. And I went, actually, Adrian, where are you from? And he went,
actually,
I'm from Singapore. And we were like, you're from Singapore? Why we talk like that? It kind of went like.
It was an icebreaker.
It was so
fun. We became such close friends so quickly.
So many of the Pandemonium shows, especially recently. Falling was one of them. We sat and watched through that and were just mesmerized. And it sounds like A Doll's House Part 2 is going to be the same way. It really is going to force us as the audience to do a little bit of work.
Yeah.
And yes. What about that style of performance rather than just an entertaining, lovely evening out?
So much as challenge. Your views.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I mean, we got to do some internal
you look and you say,
thoughts.
marriage? I thought it was simpler, but maybe it's not. Stuff like that. So you're right. It challenges people.
Is there something that about that style that draws you to those performances? Versus just a ha-ha good time?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but actually, no, we're guns for hire. We do anything.
You just do it for the money. Yep.
We are guns for hire.
No,
but
honestly, Glenn,
do social issues.
We don't do things for the money anymore. Sometimes we just do it. Like, he's got to really kind of grab us. And I mean, this has been a difficult question for us because we're wondering, like, we're at this stage of our lives, what are we doing things for? What do we want? And how will we get what we want? Most of the time, we don't even know what we want.
Yeah, right.
Being guns for hire, actors for hire. I've been talking to Becky Das, who's also in the cast, and she's, she was Dorothy in A Wizard of Oz. I don't know if you guys saw that. She's an awesome performer, and so much young energy, like being 1/3 her age. Talking to her, and I'm going like, I've got this job next, and I'm just not sure if I want to do it, but I never turn things down because I'm just so grateful to be cast. And she went, oh, you still feel that way? And I'm like, yes.
That's a great question. What advice do you give to young performers? I would say, looking from the outside, it's much better now. So many more theatres now, so many more productions, where it's the high West End stuff at, Sands Theatre, the Pandemonium stuff, SRT, Wild Rice.
Audrey Liu is tonight.
Today,
yes.
Tonight. Yeah, thank you guys.
There's so many galleries, so many performing venues now. What advice do you give to young actors today in Singapore?
I don't know, man. I'm so impressed by them.
Yeah, we never like to give
young
advice.
actors. My God, I used to do, I'm used to a longer working period because in the old days we used to take 2 months to do a show. And now we do 1 month. So it's half the time.
Wow.
And so the process is much faster. The young actors, they're so professional. They've had training. They come in kind of knowing their lines already. I don't like to do it too early because they make changes. And I tend to learn lines emotionally because my memory isn't that good.
Yeah.
So learning emotionally kind of helps me. But there are traps to that. Swee Lin has got a great memory, so she can learn the lines
I keep
flat.
telling him to stop saying that.
Yeah. But the young actors now, they can adapt. They know the lines, but the director directs them in a different way, and they can adapt really quickly. So I don't know what advice I can give them because I'm so impressed by the depth that they have, the ease of acting, the clarity. They're aware of the choices the actors can make.
Yeah.
So I'm really like, whoa, I really love you guys.
I would say, if I had to, I don't like to give advice, but just do everything that comes your way. Don't close any doors because really you never know what is going to open that door for you. Really never know what's going to. It's a bit like when you do your social media posts.
Yeah.
People curate a lot. I go, just post because you don't know what hits the algorithm. Nobody knows what algo likes.
Yeah. But I'm impressed with you, Kei-Shu. I'm going to embarrass you now. You performed with my favourite Western actress. You're my favourite Singapore actress.
Good catch.
Do you know which one I'm going to say?
No, not yet.
Jodie Foster.
Oh my gosh.
You was in Anna and the King.
Yeah.
And by pure coincidence, I've been to that movie set because I went to Langkawi.
No, yes.
I went to Langkawi a few weeks after they'd finished and they'd opened it up as like a mini tourist attraction. I'm sure it's not there anymore. But you could just walk around the very set where you walked around with Chow Yun-fat and Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
What was that like? Anna and the King. Good film, by the way. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, great. Yeah. It was heavenly in some ways because like Jodie Foster and Chow Yun-fat, the two leads who are exemplary actors, who are wonderful actors, inspired actors, they set the tone of behavior in a really impressive way. So, Hollywood kind of likes its hierarchies. And, at first they would say, okay, the stars queue up for the food first. And then the main roles, and then the extras last, and things like that. So even queuing up for food was hierarchical. But Chow Yun-fat and Jodie Foster would just go, no, everybody go in front of us.
Wow.
This is the way to behave. Please.
Yeah, they were really down to earth.
It sounds like such a simple thing, but it's important, right?
Right. Yeah.
Consistently, they knew the names of, Neela, who swept the floor before the set, before we started shooting. They knew everybody. And then we just observed and we went, okay, this is so right. It's so cool. This is the way to behave. Be humble, be expansive, be generous, be kind to everybody.
I don't want to get you too far off that topic, but we just lost Gene Hackman, who was such an amazing actor. Any thoughts you guys have? I know you didn't necessarily work with him, but just from an actor's point of view, he had so many amazing roles.
What a career, right? What a career to have, hey?
Yeah.
And he's the perfect shining example when people say of being a character actor. Character actors never stop working.
Right.
Yeah. Come on, I'm a character actor. Where are my jobs?
I think his genius was tough, cool. He was tough and cool, but it was so natural. It came so easily as though he's really that guy. And he didn't always play the same guy. I mean,
whatever guy he played, he was
heroic,
that guy.
He could be villainous.
He was
so
awesome.
real, so tangible. So I think that's genius.
Yeah.
Like both of you. Give us a final
that's
plug for Doll's House Part 2. Tickets still available, I believe.
Yes,
Why should Singaporeans and Singapore residents, everybody listening to this, come and watch it? Tell us why.
A Doll's House Part 2 runs at the Victoria Theatre from the 7th to the 23rd of March, and you should come to the theatre because it's a very, very exciting place to be, and it's got me and Kei-Shu in it.
There you go.
It's very moving and it's very funny.
Brilliant.
Perfect.
And this is the kind of talent you would get. Would you like to just play us out one final time?
Can we get you to play out what you played on the same one?
So for those of you just joining us, this is Lim, Kei-Shu and Neil Swee Lin signing off. Go see them at Doll's House Part 2.
And thank you for being with us.
The Nyokalelims, that's us. Welcome to the Nyokalelims Social Club.
On Money FM.
Oh, the Nyokalelims.
I'm Nyo.
I'm Lim. And with our ukuleles, we're the Nyokalelims. Welcome to the Nyokalelims Social Club. The Nyokalelims Social Club.
Come and watch us in A Doll's House Part 2 by Pandemonium.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.